I'm not even sure how I got the idea to make a Toys record. I had worked once before with someone who had an Optigan, which is one of the most elaborate, old school, strange toy instruments you could lay your hands on. On every disc, there's a kind of an atmosphere of an old '78 gramophone, and it sounded like something out of the past. That really took me to new places. I could clearly see that Stewart saw the potential in this novel approach and was as excited about it as I was.
You can't mess with any of the music in here, so we then had to decide what of this we were going to use and what we weren't, and then replay all that stuff on instruments that we're familiar with. And then it got very serious, for me anyway.
I'd like to be able to walk up to the guy who played in some of these bands and say, man, I love your work.
I know,
and you've helped me so much. So what you'll hear is just what I just... That's the same as what I just played on the keyboard. And more and more instruments come in as we listen.
You said you'd meet me in California.
Both of these machines, in their particular keys, have diminished chords, augmented chords, things that are not quite natural on the guitar, at least to a player.
Yeah, and you know, like both you and I, Stuart, I think often write on the guitar, and you get into old habits. Stuart grabs it on the iPhone with the little recorder.
Then I email it to him. He wakes up at 4 in the morning, writes the words, and we're done. And there it is.
Mind you, that was kind of a lick thing that I did after. It's too much. La 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 la. Da 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 da.
So did you guys use this on the album?
Yes, we did.
This toy, yeah, but that particular track we'll use later.
Right.
The way
Exactly.
and that's how it works. That's how we write the songs.
But this particular instrument was used quite a bit.
A big part of this, and it was a part of a few of the toys that we used, for me anyways, was that rather than thinking about composing, I was pressing buttons and really not necessarily thinking about theory or where I was going.
Just listening to what was popping out.
Yeah, exactly. And it helped create melodies and chord changes that I never would have otherwise conceived of.
Likewise.
I never used this.
For the next record. Yeah, this is new. I just got it.
You just got it. That's a nice interval right there. And the song is more. You would find this in no other professional studio.
I know, and
that's
semi-professional
why it's here.
studio. That's why.